Happy day everyone. This is Divya Priya and in today's module we'll be learning about the concentric zone model which talks about the urban social structure. The concentric zone model was proposed by the Canadian American sociologist Ernest Watson Burgess in his book The Growth of the City and Introduction to the Research Project 1925. The period of early 20th century saw rapid urbanization and industrialization in United States. Especially cities like Chicago have experienced explosive growth leading to various social problems including overcrowding, increased population density, etc. A series of urban sociologists from the University of Chicago were keen in studying the urban dynamics. Sociologists have proposed predictable urban social structure and have developed a series of models to study this phenomena. One such model to study the phenomena is this concentric zone model proposed by Burgess. This model is based on the empirical observations made in the city of Chicago among the African Americans. This model helps us understand the urban social structure along with the spatial distribution of population and various social groups in the urban centers. This model conceptualizes and visualizes city into various concentric zones and brings that experience evolution and social change. It also explains the various functions that are being performed in each zones of the urban center. This is the diagrammatic representation of the concentric zone model proposed by Burgess. According to him, the city is being divided into 5 concentric zone rings. The first one being the Central Business District. This Central Business District is considered as the core of the city and is also called as the loop of the city. You will find a bustling commercial and industrial activities being taking place in this Central Business District. You find an influx of population commuting in and out of the city. This area is also characterized by high land value, increased population density and large influx of commercial and industrial activities taking place, making this the business capital of the city. Moving out of the Central Business District, we have the transition zone. What is this transition zone? This transition zone is a mix of both residential and commercial activities taking place. Here, the residential units are of typically low quality where people of low to middle income groups tend to reside in these places. Also, it is also called as an area of influx consisting of activities like invasion and succession taking place from time to time where you don't find one social group being stagnant in this area. The social and ethnic groups are often replaced by other social and ethnic groups over time. This has led to an increased rate of crime activities being taking place in transition zone according to Burgess. This increased rate of crime activity is due to the anomy and discrimination that people face because of their economic status in this area. Moving out of the transition zone, we have working class residential zone, also called as the inner suburbs. So this area is characterized by stable employment, stable housing, and we have single modest families inhabiting in the working class residential zone. Along with this working class residential zone is highly inhabited by both the skilled and unskilled blue collar labor forces of that city. Moving out of the working class residential zone, we have middle or high class residential zone, also called as the outer suburbs. What are these outer suburbs? Talking about the land value or the residential pattern in urban outer suburbs, we have higher land values and expensive housing compared to the previous zones. So here this zone has very better residence where people construct individual villas with their own yards and gardens, very spacious housing, and compared to the previous zone we could find an increased social and economic status in this zone. Moving out of the middle or high class residential zone, the last and outermost ring of the concentric zone circle is this commuters zone. Comparing all the 5 zones, this zone is considered as the most richest part or expensive part of urban agglomeration. People here are able to buy and construct very big villas, and they are able to commute. They have their own transportation to commute to the central business district, how far it is. Okay, so this is the 5 zones or rings that was proposed by Burgess in this concentric zone model. Moving on to the criticism of this concentric zone model, critics argue that the model has been oversimplifies the complexity of urban environment. It assumes a uniform isotropic landscape which is not present in every urban area. And the second critique is that the model is based on the city of Chicago alone, which is not universally applicable to every city that people live in. And the third one, it has neglected the modern urban dynamics. So the urban space is not static. It is dynamic. We have lot of transportation projects, industrial projects that are taking place in all the urban environment. We cannot fix this is a commuter zone, this is central business district, this is transition zone, this is residential area. We cannot have a very static map in any urban center. So there is a neglect of modern urban dynamics, especially the transportation projects and industrial projects that are coming up. So it would be very nice if Burgess have included or added a point on the modern urban dynamics in this theory. And the last one, it have neglected the socio-economic diversity. It was of course it was talking about the residential pattern and land pattern, but at a large phase it has neglected the different ethnic groups or religious groups that we have in the city. Even today we have certain streets, certain areas being reserved for certain religious communities and caste communities, while Burgess have neglected all these concepts which possess a negative connotation on this theory. Take Chennai for that matter. The concentric zone model would not fit Chennai 100%. Take the land value of Chennai for that matter. The land value of Chennai is huge in the middle, while if you move out of the city, the land value is comparatively lower comparing the core of the city. So this model, like just taking the commercial or industrial activities, yes, CBD is the center of the city, while taking the land and residential values, which is the key insight of Burgess model, this model does not suit the Chennai's map. Chennai's map is not static, and this model does not suit Chennai on whole. So the key insight of this model is that socio-economic status often correlates with the distance from the center of the city, while the critics argue that the socio-economic status is different for different cities and it correlates differently for different cities, like we have seen in Chennai. So on a whole, concentric zone theory is more about the urban social structure, focusing especially on Chicago and the socio-economic statuses of urban centers, but on the other side, the socio-economic status of people is different in different cities, and critics argue that this theory does not fit to all urban centers that we live in. Thank you.